After recording episode 1, I realized that not everyone knows what lupus is or my story. So before we get into episode 2, here's a quick Lupus 101. Lupus is a complex chronic autoimmune disease. You know, your immune system, which is supposed to protect you from infections, instead it attacks your healthy tissues and your organs. Think of it as a security system that malfunctions and treats your own body like it's the enemy. Lupus can lead to chronic inflammation, pain, and damage to various parts of the body, such as your skin, kidneys, heart, lungs, brain, and also your joints. It's not a one-size-fits-all disease. It can affect everyone differently. Some people have systemic lupus, which can affect the internal organs. I live with discoid cutaneous lupus, which is skin lupus. It's not contagious, and most of us live in cycles of flares and calmer periods. Some triggers are stress, that's a big one, infections, sun exposure, and lack of sleep. Now, lupus can affect anyone. However, 9 out of 10 people living with lupus are women, and it mostly affects women of childbearing age, which is between the ages of 15 and 44 years old. So with that context, let's jump into episode 2. Welcome back to another episode of the Healing Out Loud podcast. We're at now episode 2. Today, we are going deep into the emotion we often try our hardest to avoid, and that's fear. Lupus woke me up and made me confront my fears I didn't know existed, and tested everything I believed about myself. So if you've ever felt stuck or overwhelmed by your diagnosis, this is for you. Let's talk about how to overcome fear and the freedom that comes from facing it head on. I always see myself as a strong, independent woman, but I didn't realize how much fear was hiding until lupus found its way into my life and turned everything upside down. Hearing you have lupus is a hard pill to swallow, and it changed everything for me. Fear was with me all the time, keeping me up at nights, worrying, dealing with anxiety and depression, wondering if I'll ever get better, or if I'll still be myself, or what if, just what if, this illness takes away my life bit by bit. And those weren't just passing thoughts. They were deep fears that were gripping my heart and crushing my hope. But let's be real. I know that you know. When we face things that we don't fully understand, fear steps in fast, and it feels like we lose control of our own lives. And what I learned about fear is that it grows stronger in silence. The more we avoid it, the more powerful it becomes. I spent months trying to escape my fear, acting like it wasn't there, smiling through the pain, pushing myself when I know I needed rest. But pretending only made it heavier and more painful for me. And sometimes it's not the physical pain, But one night, I was home, I was feeling tired and drained, and I literally broke down in that moment. I was sitting in my room and with tears, and I finally admitted to myself that I was scared. And that was something hard to actually admit to myself. And those words, they felt very strange. I was supposed to be the strong, independent one, the one who had everything figured out. But that night, I realized that admitting your fear is not weakness, it's actually a strength. Facing my fear didn't suddenly erase it, but it changed it. It was the moment I started taking my power back from Lupus, because I gave Lupus so much control over me. But when I took my power back and really let myself feel scared without judging myself, that was, for me, that was powerful. I allowed myself to grieve the life I thought I'd have. And slowly, I started seeing fear not as something to fight against, but as a chance for me to be brave. Fear challenged me to rediscover who I was. I had to learn to advocate for myself at my doctor's appointments, to slow down without feeling ashamed or useless, and to ask for help when I need it. Because that's something I used to avoid every chance I get. Because remember, I am the strong, independent woman. So today, no matter where you are or what you are afraid of, I see you and I understand you. You are not alone. Your fears, they don't make you weak. They let you know that you are human. The courage you're looking for is already inside of you. It's waiting for you to recognize it. And apart from recognizing it, it also wants you to say, you know what? I am scared, but I'm gonna keep going. That is what healing out loud means. It's not about having no fear, but it's about moving forward with courage. Fear, it doesn't have to control your life, you know. It doesn't have to control your life. So I want to thank you for spending this time with me today and for facing your fears with me. Remember, being open is powerful and being honest is brave. I'm gonna say that again. Being open is powerful and being honest is brave. So that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Join me next time on the Healing Out Loud podcast as we discuss how our bodies can teach us important lessons. Catch you in the next one. Bye.